I've worked with over 200 millionaires, and the number one thing that stops them is procrastination. I know multiple 7 and 8 figure business owners who struggle with this every day. And the truth is, it could be stopping you from growing your business. You get to your desk and you have all these tasks to do, but something just stops you. There's like a wall. It's like an emotional wall stopping you from doing those tasks. I'm going to give you these 5 easy tactics on procrastination, and then you'll never struggle with it again. And I can promise you this, some of these tactics aren't written in a book, aren't online on any other YouTube videos. And number 5 is a complete rewire from how you think about procrastination altogether. Let's start with number 1. First, it's about identifying the root cause. Now, think of this. You've just got to your desk. There's a task that needs to be done. And you know, let's say it's to record a YouTube video. Let's say it's to make your new sales funnel. Let's say it's to train your salespeople. Whatever it is, you've got to your desk and you start the task. But then something happens internally and you think, I can't do it. Something is just stopping you. And then you start looking at your phone, you start scrolling, you end up on TikTok, Instagram, you start calling your friends. And then time's just gone and the task's just faded away. Do you know why that happened? When the task came up, there was a wall that came to you, and that's an emotional wall. That emotional wall is you feeling a negative emotion towards doing the task. Most commonly, it's when you don't feel like the task is gonna be something that you enjoy. It's not something that is your best skill set, or it's something that you don't really like doing. When it's one of those things, your body will naturally not want to do it. Remember, our minds and body are there to protect us. They're there to take care of us. So the natural instinct of doing something hard is, don't do this. This is stressful. This is hard. We don't want to be in a stressful environment. You want to be just always relaxed and chilled and just going with the flow. Your brain doesn't want it. But all the successful people push through that pain. And the psychos out there who are mega successful go and find that pain. They go and search for the uncomfortable moments. When you think about the emotion that comes up, really think about what is that emotion. For me, when I used to sit at my desk and tasks didn't get done, the emotion was I wasn't truly good at it. The feeling of you not being good at something is the feeling that you need to conquer, and you can only conquer it by doing it. So you have to be bad at it first. The whole thing about procrastination and building your business, you might be already a 7-figure business owner. You might be someone young looking to build their business, or you might be an 8-9 figure business owner, but you still struggle with this every single day because the things that are hard, your mind doesn't want to do. And because you've framed it in that way, which is, it's hard, I'm not going to do it. You have to rewire this entire process and understand the root cause. And when you know what the emotion is that you're neglecting, then you can conquer it. And that leads me to hack number 2, which is to reframe how you see the task. So the first one was all about seeing the root cause. The next phase is all about reframing it. How I would reframe things would be, every time I want to avoid a task, I would say, I am going to stay poor if I don't fix this. And I would change the way I frame the task, which will be, if I do this task, I get a raise. If I read this book, I get a raise. If I watch this YouTube video on educational content, I will get a raise. Everything led to me making more money. And that's the thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to make more money. Most people online are scared to say they want to make money. I openly will just say it. I want to make more money. Therefore, the tasks I need to do, they need me to be able to do those tasks to make that money. If I need to get back to a client, I have a choice. I can do it within 10 minutes or 1 minute. I will do it within 1 minute because it will allow me to make more money. I need to learn how to script YouTube videos. I could get somebody else to do it, or I could learn to do it. If I learn to do it, I will make more money. Every single thing can be reframed, and how you reframe it when the task comes up will push you to do it. If you know that you want to stay poor forever, then you should keep procrastinating. And then if you think, right, I don't want to be poor forever. I actually want to be wealthy. I want to build so much wealth and so much money that I never have an issue with money again. Then you will reframe every part of procrastination to link towards you achieving that goal. And point number 3 is not to delay. Tasks will come your way throughout the entire day. You will get a task on your desk and you'll know, is this a 1-minute task, a 2-minute task, or a 10-minute task, or a 1-hour task? If the task is less than 2 minutes, you just have to do it straight away. Because if you delay all these 2-minute tasks, they'll just stack up. So you have to be able to get a task and clear it straight away. I know the level of someone's success when I look at a business owner and I see their WhatsApp messages or emails that are unread. If my WhatsApp messages are fully clear, my mind is clear. If you do the task straight away, it doesn't build up. Does this sound familiar to you? You often have all these tasks come your way. Someone wants your attention in 10 different directions, but you're not sure which ones to do. Just have that simple rule. If your eyes aren't on a task and you've got 2 minutes, just do the task straight away, and it just stops things building up over and over again. I used to be so much better on my WhatsApp. I used to be able to reply to people so much quicker, and people used to compliment how fast I used to reply. But then probably like 3 or 4 months ago, I started to decline. I started to get so much slower on my replies, and replies would come my way and I would think, I'll reply to it later. I'll reply to it later. And before I knew it, I had 40 unread messages, and it made me think, how much opportunity do I have? Within those 40 messages, there's probably a sale in there, referral in there. These people are not just inquiries, but they're just people that I know. And people who you know are the ones that are going to speak about you when you're not there. And if you're someone who replies back promptly and efficiently and you've got speed about you, they're way more likely to refer you. They're way more likely to talk about you in a positive way. Point number 4, it's all about a Sunday review. So every Sunday at 8 o'clock, I'll finish my week and I'll sit at my desk. And for that 1 hour, I will not get off my desk until next week is planned. I take the first part of that session to review the current week, and I think what was productive, what was not productive, what did I miss, what did I need to actually get back to next week. And then I'll plan the entire week for next week. I'll block out time for me. So I'll block out time where I know what times I'm going to the gym, what times I'm going to be doing my client calls, what times I'm going to be doing lead generation, what times I'm going to be doing my morning meetings with the team. If I can categorize every single task on a Sunday, I walk into the week without any anxiety, without any stress of what's going to happen that week. I know how the week's going to go. You truly have to imagine it before it happens. I'm not someone who thinks about visualization a lot, but I think a lot about just being organized. And if I'm organized and my calendar's organized, that's probably 80% there of winning. If you looked at your calendar right now and you thought, I don't know where time is going, most likely you're not using your calendar properly. If you use your calendar, like I can look back on my week and think, right, exactly what I did. What time was inefficient? Yesterday evening, someone wanted to book a call with me. I sent him a call link. He didn't show up to the call. And now when I review that time, I'm thinking, should I be giving that afternoon and evening slot away to just some random person on Instagram that wanted to talk to me? Now I don't do it as much. For someone to be able to get my attention, it's so much harder. For me to be able to get distracted and just start networking in the middle of the week, it probably doesn't happen. I will organize it so I go to masterminds at set times. That way I can stay more focused. But this all comes from reviewing your week every single week. But I promised you, point number 5, and I told you this point will change the game for you. And this is what I call dopamine rewiring. Dopamine rewiring is to understand what things give you dopamine. If you ate sugar every single day, you get dopamine and you start to become reliant on it. And you can get overweight very easily. You're not doing the thing of just eating the chocolate because it tastes good. It's the sugar. It elicits dopamine. And the dopamine that it gives you, you keep wanting to get it over and over again. If I was to drink this coffee, what does it do to my mind? How does it affect dopamine or the different hormones? Is it just the caffeine, or did I get a task done and it made me feel dopamine from doing the task? If I use this timer and I get the task done within the certain timer, was it the timer that did it? Was it the dopamine that I got from it? What is it? It's the dopamine. Everything comes from you understanding what gives you dopamine, what elicits dopamine, and then rewiring how you understand hard tasks. If you get a dopamine hit from completing a hard task, before you do that task, there'll be a level of procrastination. If you can get through it, then you will elicit a natural dopamine after. And the best time to start doing another task is after another task because you feel great. So you got to rewire your entire brain to understand what things give me dopamine, what things make me feel an emotion that I'm trying to avoid. If I rewire my dopamine, if I can think about dopamine in a different way, if I can think about how I can create challenges to be able to get dopamine rather than just making it easy, I'll rewire my brain. You have to be able to rewire your entire brain to be able to become successful. For you to become successful, your brain needs rewiring, and it needs belief that you can actually get through any task, no matter how challenging. If this video is useful to you, subscribe to the channel. Tell us that you want more videos like this. Most of my channel is all about sales and leadership. So if you're a salesperson who's looking to learn how to sell, there's a link below where you can join our community. And the community is also used for business owners who are looking to build their 7- and 8-figure business in terms of sales and leadership. If that's something that describes you, see the link below and tell us how we can help you. I'll catch you on the next video.